Hey y'all, it's Megan. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. In today's video, just gonna spend a little time with us. Y'all know how it goes.
That's right.
So, gardening season is coming up.
It's not quite here yet, but it's getting real close. So today we're kind of doing some things to prepare for it. And we've got a few little things we need to take care of. And so we're just going to see what all we can get done today. This morning I'm heading up here to a local greenhouse that's up in Virginia. It's just right across the line. Well, a little ways across the line. And I'm going to pick up some cabbage plants and broccoli plants. Now, we're not quite ready to plant cabbage or broccoli yet, but I got time this morning to go get them, and so I thought I'd go ahead and go get them, and I can keep them watered until it is time. But reason I'm bringing y'all along today is because, you know, we don't always start everything we do from seed. So, you know, this is another option besides going to the big box stores to buy your plants. This is a local family-run greenhouse, you know, and they're more of a wholesale type greenhouse. However, they do sell to the general public, and you know, you can save a lot of money versus the big box stores buying plants. So what I'll be bringing home today is a whole tray of broccoli. I think I'll bring home a whole tray of broccoli and probably 2 trays of cabbage, and I'm picking up stuff for some of my family too, so it's not all for us, which you may have local greenhouses to you as well. So, you know, that's something you want to check into, because you know, when you support these locally run greenhouses, you know, chances are the plants have been taken care of way better than what the big box stores have done it. And actually, I've found that you get a lot tougher plants from these local greenhouses versus, you know, say going to Lowe's or Tractor Supply or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong, we do buy plants from Tractor Supply and from Lowe's if they have something that we just simply can't find anywhere else, or kind of like a convenience thing. If we only need 1 or 2 plants of something and we didn't start it from seed, well, if we happen to be at Lowe's or Tractor Supply and we see it, yeah, we'll go ahead and pick one up there as well. You know, just in case you're new to it and you don't realize that there is other greenhouses besides, you know, and greenhouses in place to buy plants besides Lowe's or Tractor Supply. So here we are at Puckett's Greenhouses in Ararat, Virginia. If you guys have never been here, this is definitely a place you would want to check out if you're anywhere local to here, or I would say even maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours from here. You know, it's probably worth the trip if you're looking to buy a bunch of plants. But I'm going to walk around a little bit and show you a little bit while I'm here. I'm sort of in a hurry, so I'm probably not going to show you the whole thing, but I'm going to pick up what we're looking for. And like I said, just wanted to bring you guys along to show you what other options you have if you don't start seeds on your own. So you see right here, that's a one whole greenhouse full of flowers. And all up through here, all these greenhouses are full of something. And here, looks like we might have what we're actually looking for in here. Right here's some broccoli. So when you come up here, you can buy them by the tray, which I'm pretty sure there's 48 plants in a tray. Let's see. These are collards. All of this is broccoli. And then the rest of the house down through there is flowers. So y'all, there is several greenhouses up here to go through. And every one of them look just like this with just random plants in. You know, usually there'll be tomatoes and peppers and just everything will sort of be together. But you kind of have to walk around and look for what you're looking for. And here's another greenhouse, and it is pretty much full of cabbage. So here behind me in another house, all of this is strawberries. I'm tempted to buy more strawberries. Gosh, we've already planted so many strawberries, but man, I'm tempted to buy more. I think I'm going to. What's one more tray of strawberries hurt? In here we got a house of different types of herbs. I want to see what all they got in here. No, that right there is parsley, I think. That's dill.
Don't they look like carrots?
Yep, they look just like carrots. Let's see. There's some lavender.
Lavender.
I don't exactly need a whole tray of lavender. Okay, here we go. I usually don't like to take a 4-pack out of a tray unless somebody's already took a 4-pack. But I know it works better for them to keep the trays together. And, you know, because like I said, they are mainly a wholesale nursery. So these go out to different retailers in one whole tray with each other. But you can come up here and buy it this way. I just don't like to unless one's already been messed with. So in here, we have a whole house of peppers. These are some really good looking pepper plants. You know, it's still a little bit early for us to be planting peppers, but like I said, they ship out all over the place. So I imagine these would be going to more southern stores right now. At least I couldn't imagine any of our local stores carrying peppers just yet. Of course, some of these are still growing out. They're not ready to go yet. But, oh, here's some more herbs. We got some sage right there. And we've got cilantro. We got some flowers. There's more flowers over there. But y'all, like, literally, if I took you, huh?
Are these flowers?
Yes, those are flowers. It's still a little early for us to plant those, too.
Yeah.
If I took y'all in every greenhouse that's up here that's full of plants like this, we would be here the rest of the day. I mean, this place is huge. Now they sell apple trees and, you know, blueberry bushes and stuff like that. Matter of fact, the blueberries and apples that we have at home that we're fixing to plant, they came from up here. So check them out for that kind of stuff too. I want y'all to just look at the beautiful scenery up here. I mean, we're just nestled right in between these mountains. And so the greenhouses go way on up the hill and then they make a turn, and there's a lot more back in the very back. That's where a lot of the trees and shrubs and stuff are. So we're not going back there today. But they will also hook you up with greenhouses. They sell greenhouses. This is a one-stop shop for somebody trying to be in the commercial operation to grow plants or vegetables or whatever. They sell seed trays. They sell all of your potting mixes and everything to put that in. So if you're into that kind of thing and you're local to here, somewhere you might want to check out. But we ended up with two trays of strawberries, 2 trays of cabbage, and a tray of broccoli, and then the little 4-pack of lavender. And I guess that's probably all we're going to go home with today. We may make a trip back up here a little bit later in the spring, maybe to pick up some flowers and stuff. So if we do, we'll probably bring y'all along for that. But since we're getting into garden season, I just wanted to kind of put this out there, you know, for anybody who's, well, looking to buy plants and you haven't got your stuff started. If you're local, definitely want to check out Puckett Greenhouses in Ararat. If you're not local, look in your area and find some local greenhouses that sell this kind of stuff, because those are the ones you want to do business with. And I guarantee you will get a lot better product and a lot better customer service here than you would, and cheaper prices than what you would at Lowe's or Tractor Supply. But we're going to get these paid for, and we're going to get on back down the road. We got everything paid for and squared away. I guess we're getting ready to head down the road. And for anybody wondering what variety of cabbage we plant, that right there is what we plant just about every year. Early Flat Dutch. Can never remember the name of it until I actually see it. So, but that's it. That's what we plant every year, and the last 2 years has really done good for us. So while I'm on my way back to the house here, I just want to do a quick shout out to all the employees that work up there at Puckett's as well. They're some of the nicest people. They will help you no matter what. It is sort of kind of like a self-serve kind of thing they got going on there. So like they trust you to, you know, to not hide nothing or anything like that. So just keep that in mind, because They are a great business to do, like a great place to do business with. And, you know, if you're getting a big order, like they have golf carts sitting out there for the customers to use to haul the plants back to their vehicle. But in the springtime, they can be very, very, very busy. So just keep that in mind as well. You know, they're trying to get orders out, loaded on trucks and everything, shipping stuff out of there, you know, so just keep that in mind. But if you do need help, they will help you. I promise you that. And a couple of them up there watch the channel. So if you do end up going to Puckett's, tell them we sent you up there. So while we were down in Georgia at Greg and Sheila's place, I have been wanting to try one of their push planters for a very long time. And so while we were down there, we picked up one. And I'm going to unbox it here and just see what it is, because I have been anxiously waiting to open this thing up. See what all we got in here. I'm pretty sure that this one is a combo, which means, yep, right there's the seed hopper. It comes with that new seed hopper that they have out to go on the planter to plant stuff more like your mustards and I think he said oats, wheat, stuff like that. You can use this seed hopper for it. So there's one of our handles. And I really don't know how much assembly we're going to have to do on this thing. There's the other handle. Man, I tell you what, they got this thing packed. It's definitely not going to get damaged in shipping by no means. We'll have to open that up. I'm not sure what that is. Alright, but here's the main plant. And it's upside down.
Wow.
So, the reason I've been wanting one of these is because it's got these coulter discs right here to spread the ground apart for your seed to drop in. Where our Earthway planter we have, the Earthway push planter we have, now I can't talk bad about that thing because it's been a great planter. It just pretty much splits the ground open, but instead of rolling like this, it drags. And so the problem with that is where we do all these cover crops and see out there in our garden out here in the yard, you know, I've always got all that leaf debris and everything on there, and that just wants to get caught right in front of that slide and it'll just drag it. So in theory, this should roll right over top of it and split it apart and work so much better. I can tell you, like on big planters that you use in the field, rolling coulters versus a slide is amazing how much better they work. So I'm hoping this is the same way. We're going to give this one a try this year, but first, today we're just going to try to get it put together. So the blank plates, that's something I thought was pretty cool. You can customize it to work with whatever seed you're planting. So, you know, if you have a seed that you don't have a plate for, well, you just drill holes in this this blank plate here to make it work. So right there's a complete picture of what it actually looks like when we get done here.
I'm excited to use it.
I am too.
The weight of it will probably help too.
Oh yeah, I bet it will.
Which we won't use it still for a little while.
Yeah, we still got a while, but I think it all depends on how the weather goes. We might put some corn in the ground come probably first or second week of April. Just depends. All right. So check that out. I literally just put this thing together with the tools I keep in my pocket every day. You can see right now. I mean, look at that. That thing is sturdy. Like, it doesn't want to, it'll stay put, which has got a kickstand on the back, sort of helps. You can pick it up like that, and it'll sit on that as well. I believe it's this knob that'll adjust the depth that you're planting in. So right now, it looks to me like it's pulled all the way up. So that'll adjust the depth that your seed goes in. And then inside of this is your seed hopper. Right there's your hole that the seed will drop down through. And then this plate will sit right down on a little cog there. And so you can see as you roll, it carries your seed around, and one will drop through the hole every time it opens up. That keeps it from too many from going in at one time. So that sits down in those little notches right there and stays put, and that only allows whatever's in that seed hole to go down through the chute. It pushes it back. Huh.
That's pretty smart.
I didn't know they had that in there. That's pretty slick right there. Well, it's finally stopped raining now. And I was down there and got the chicken eggs a while ago. And since it's too wet for me to do anything else, I thought it'd be a good time to get my nesting boxes cleaned out. Well, y'all know how they get. They're nasty right now. And so I'm going to take some new hay down there to put in the nesting boxes, and then I'm going to take the old hay, which is full of chicken poop and everything, like you can imagine, and I'm going to put it on top of my raised beds. And since it's still going to be, a little while before we plant, I thought that might give it a time for that chicken manure to sort of, I guess you'd say, cool off a little bit, because chicken manure is a hot manure. So like I said, I thought that would give it time to cool off and mellow out just a little bit. But I will say that we have used straight chicken manure directly on our plants before with no problem. But instead of just throwing it out on the ground down there, I thought I'd put it to use. Okay, so the nesting boxes on this side actually don't look that bad. They're not terrible. We got a chicken in there. The ones on this side are plumb nasty. I don't know what they like about this side better. So we're going to clean all these out and put fresh hay and everything. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Now, that side's all good and clean. We got this big old pile of hay and chicken manure right there. Now, let's get that side. That one's all ready as well, so we'll take this up there now and we'll just scatter it out over top of the raised beds, kind of like a layer of mulch. I want to give a shout out to whoever invented a two-wheeled wheelbarrow. Can y'all see that? You ain't gonna be pulling no one wheel with one hand. Two-wheeled wheelbarrow is the best thing next to sliced bread. Well, I think I'm going to put it on this bed and that bed right there. Those two beds I've got to add more compost to. These two beds still have some greens growing in them. And these collards right here, the only ones we have left that are looking good. However, I do believe that they're getting ready to bolt. They look like they are. But these will probably be the last collards we tear out. Well, that was easy enough. I got to run in here and wash my hands now. I know some of y'all's probably thinking, I can't believe he's digging in that chicken manure with no gloves on. Well, I guess you could say that's just how I roll. I don't wear gloves. But give y'all a quick update. If any of y'all seen the video where we put these gardens to bed, the corn stalks that we tried under here have sort of started breaking down. But man, let me tell you, look down in there. Let's see, look right there. Look at the worms just in that little spot. And they're working. That cardboard is completely gone. There's no cardboard left. Them worms have worked on that. And as y'all know, putting those corn stalks, if you didn't see that video, we'll try to link it in there. But that was 100% experiment. I was just trying to show that you can pretty much mulch your beds for the winter with anything you got laying around. And I don't think I'm going to do nothing with them this year. I believe whatever I plant in this bed, I think we'll plant right down through everything that's there and just leave the corn stalks on top to still act as a mulch, and they'll slowly decompose and feed the soil back. And what y'all didn't see is all these leaves that are scattered out on here. I took my mower and sucked the leaves up off the yard and dumped them right there, so that's an additional layer of mulch. But anyways, I tell you what, if we didn't have this cold weather coming up next week, I believe I'd be putting some plants in the ground. This weather, like the sun's fixing to come back out, and I can already tell I'm gonna have to come out of this coat. It's getting hot. But man, next week's getting cold again, so that ain't gonna work. Better look at the plants we picked up this morning. Those are some really nice cabbage. That's the broccoli, and that's more cabbage. And then there's the strawberries. Those are some really nice really nice plants there. But like I said, we'll go in here and wash up. So y'all, everybody's a little bit out of their routine right now because today's the first day that we've pinned everybody up into our little sacrifice paddock right there. So normally the cows get fed out of here and the horses are getting fed under the building there now. Normally they're getting fed out here in the pasture. So, you know, when you throw stuff out of routine like that, every once in a while it'll kind of screw things up for you until everybody gets back in their routine. But the reason we do this is where our pasture has gotten eat down so bad from that drought we had last fall, and it just hadn't recovered from it yet. I think we're going to leave them up in here for at least a few weeks. We'll just see how things go and try to let our pasture right here recover. That one down there has been blocked off for at least a couple months now, and it's starting to come out pretty nice.
You know where it's at. Good job. Good girl.
Good job, Megan. Not only do the cow need a good job, Pat, you need one too.
Boom.
She throws it out, don't she?
Yeah.
Look at how much them two calves have grown. That little bull, man, he's gonna catch up with our 3 steers we've got over here pinned up. And then little Cookie, right there. She's a growing too. Tell you what though, it's amazing the difference from just a few weeks ago to now.
Routine. So, y'all remember, y'all have heard me talk about Belle and how wild she was. So watch now how wild she is. Danny Boo! And if you didn't know it, cows love to be talked to like this. I don't care what Andy tells you. Danny Boo! Hey, come here. Hey, look here. Look what I got. Look what I got. Oh, it's my girl. You my girl, ain't you? She was wild as a jackrabbit when we got her, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's the one that cleared the
top of the stock trailer.
Yeah, the gate on our stock trailer.
Yeah.
She jumped over top of it to get out of the corral that they had her in. It was crazy. Megan looked at me like, "Do you really want to take this cow home?"
They're a little bit spoiled.
No, you know not.
Yeah, we're a bit spoiled, yes. My sweet babies.
Megan tends to do that with all animals. Just like a little girl I know.
She reminds me so. Belle. Both of y'all. Now, they're both just love me so much, don't you? Don't you?
Them's your tractors, ain't they?
Yeah, these are my tractors. These and those two standing over there.
Yeah, the two under the shelter over there.
Yeah, Belle was so wild you couldn't even put your hands on her. You couldn't get 20 feet from her. Wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. When you first got her, I was like, how in this world are you ever going to milk that cow?
And now she's just like, comes in here begging to be milked.
She's like a dog.
She doesn't have any milk, so I can't do that. But, well, I mean, she don't have any milk because
the calf drinks it all.
We're not going to wean the calf right now. I'm getting plenty of milk from Candy.
So
that steer's going to be beef. So we letting him grow all he's gonna grow. So.
Yeah, and while he's drinking mama's milk, he's gonna grow even better than if we were to wean him.
You show him.
Yeah, I showed him. They're looking good.
They my sweet babies too, ain't you? Are y'all my sweet babies? He said, not me. Not after that ordeal. There's Cookie.
So y'all, speaking of tractors, I just happened to look back in the live stream that we had earlier, and somebody left a comment on the live stream about why is Andy so obsessed with tractors. And I'm just going to flat out tell you, when you grow up playing with tractors, the tractors just get bigger with age. Just like when I was a kid, you couldn't have just one toy tractor. You had to have multiple toy tractors. Well, now as an adult, you can't have just one tractor. I think it's a country boy thing. And I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there that watch our videos. They understand what I'm talking about. You can't have just one.
That's your passion. So
there you go. That's a good way to put it.
Some people collect playing cards. Some people collect knives. Andy collects tractors.
Or I don't have any other hobbies other than gardening and playing with tractors.
The animals are my hobby.
And the animals are Megan's hobby. And all them toys are the youngins' hobbies. You're going to have this one right here spoiled before long.
She's pretty. I'm proud of her. The last 2 days she's come in here on her own free will. I hadn't had to make her come in here.
That's good.
And she knows what's coming when she comes in here, so she could run if she wanted to, I reckon. I mean, here.
Yeah.
There you go. Treats are the way to any animal's heart. All right, watch this. All right, going out. Hey, out. Down. Going out.
There she goes.
Going out. Good job,
Look at that.
everybody. Good job.
They got it figured out.
I know what that means. Well, y'all, it's supper time, and as you notice, I'm in the truck. I'm not in the kitchen. So about once a week, sometimes not quite that much, we go out and we enjoy there's a Mexican restaurant not too far from us, and we enjoy going out to eat every once in a while, and Mama really enjoys it. You know why? Because there ain't no dishes to wash.
You ain't got to cook and there ain't no dishes.
I like the cooking part, it's the dishes.
And so we always make this our little town trip too. So, you know, I've got the trailer with me. We're going to go by Lowe's and pick up some treated lumber for a little thing I've got to do for my mama. And, you know, so it's kind of like a kill two birds with one stone kind of thing. We'll go get us something to eat and make around and pick up stuff we need, and then we're set for the next week.
Some people may frown upon it because we do all this work to grow our own food. We have all this food in the house. But y'all, it's all right to splurge every once in a while.
Well, that's one thing. We can't make Mexican food at home.
Not like they make it.
Not like that.
Here's supper for the evening.
The best kind you can get. You ain't got to clean up after.
That's right. Well, last but not least, we've got back from eating supper. I've skimmed off half a gallon of cream from my milk, and we've got to make some butter. I try to get about a half a gallon at a time.
So that's cream?
So we're going to fill it up to about the 4.
So that's cream?
So watch it for me. Hang on.
Where's the 4?
See it?
Where?
Right
Where?
there.
There.
All right. Thank goodness for modern technology. I know I told y'all in the last video I was making butter. It's about 3 rounds. Well, here lately, it's been the first one. 1 round here lately with Candy's cream has been making us butter. So let's get this out. Maggie is usually my butter maker, so she knows what's going on here.
Is it okay to stick my hand in there again?
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming to do. And Candy makes a lot of butter with a little amount of cream, I feel like. All right, squeeze the milk out. Squeeze the milk out.
Are you gonna pour
There you
the
go.
rest?
Okay, now.
Are you gonna pour the rest?
Good job.
Huh?
Yeah, we'll do the rest in a minute. We gotta get all this butter out. Try to squeeze the milk out.
And you also squeeze the milk out. And if you have the rest, that's milk. And that's cooking milk.
Yep, that's cooking milk. That's right. Buttermilk.
Yeah, buttermilk. I call it cooking milk because you have to cook for it.
Did we help you get the rest out?
No, I got you. Boy, it's frozen there.
It's a little easier to work if I let it get good and cold. So you can do this even if you don't have a milk cow. If you go to the store and buy heavy cream, you should be able to do this exact process what I'm showing you here to make butter.
Wow.
Here.
Buttermilk is good. As you put in stuff.
Yep, it is. What I'm going to do is I've got my little pan. Y'all see me use this little pan all the time. But one of y'all, actually, one of our viewers gave me this idea that said their grandma used to do this, is to put so I'm going to get my cake of butter squeezed out and washed out. But then I'm going to put it on this pan, let it get cold. Once it gets good and cold and stiff, then I will wrap it in the wax paper.
And you also like to put salt on it.
Yep. So I did this last time and it actually seemed to work out quite a bit better. So thank you for that. Alright, Megan,
Put that on it.
put me some on there. All the way across. Sprinkle it good. There you go. That's good. That's good.
A little more.
No, that's plenty. So I'm going to work that in. Give it a good squeeze.
And make sure to put salt on it.
So there's me a nice, beautiful cake of butter. So I'm gonna put that on the pan, and then we'll make us one more.
Mommy, I'm playing her butter. Let's put salt on it. And don't you see? Y'all just gonna need those little holes.
Yep. Alright, now let that sit in the fridge till tomorrow. Wrap it in some wax paper and stick it in the freezer.
I've got to go down here and shut the chicken door because we've got to, guess what? Move chickens in the morning, like always. So I go down here and get this thing shut up. I like to shut it while they're all in there, so when we move them, they're all pinned up inside the house. And then, you know, we ain't chasing chickens around to trap them, you know, trying to get them back in a net or anything like that. Let's look and see if we can see everybody in there. Oh, it's too dark. Here we are. We are ready for a move in the morning. But anyways, I believe it's about time to call it a night. I think Maggie and Megan are in the house making butter. So, about time to get us some baths taken. Before you know it, it'll be bedtime.
Anyways, guys, we hope you enjoyed this video today. Hope you learned a little something. Make sure to say hello down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And anyways, till we see y'all on the next one, y'all have a good one.
See y'all later.